Hi everyone, it's me, Angie, and I am staying at the gorgeous Marriott Hotel. Now, while I've been here, I've been on the internet and I've been reading a lot of negative stuff of bad experiences of what everybody else have been doing, good or bad. And I just wanted to give you my 2 cents about what's going on and the experiences that I've had so far, because I just don't want to deter other people that want to stay at maybe the Marriott, or other people that want to have surgery, or maybe both. Who knows? Okay, so let me give you a quick synopsis of what happened today. I left Salt Lake City, Utah. I landed in San Diego. I didn't have any delays. When I landed in San Diego, I had a text message waiting for me saying, "Good morning, this is Willie. I am your driver and I will be ready to pick you up. Go ahead and grab your bags and call me once you're outside the door and give me a door code." So once I had my bag, because I didn't check it, I went outside the door, and right above the door it actually says your 2S, 2T, A, whatever they are. Or if you're Terminal 1, it's 1, of course. I was at 2Q, which is Delta Airlines area, and I called him up and I said, "Hi, this is Angie. I'm waiting to be picked up outside 2Q. And he said, "I'll be there in just a minute." He was not joking. Within 2 minutes, he was pulling up and he climbed out of his car and grabbed my bag and, welcomed me to California. And we went upon our way. Now, we drove 20 minutes because of traffic, and we got to the Marriott. And in that time, we talked about homelessness and art and graffiti on the buildings and drivers and roundabouts and what's going on with Malaysia Airlines and all the other stuff. And he was very knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. Now, when he did tell me about the area that I'm going to be staying at, he told me where the Walmart was and where the pharmacies were, and if I need anything, just give him a call. He'll try to help me out. If not, I have the coordinator I can call, and they can also help me out. Now, when I did get to the Marriott, the busboy actually helped us right out of the car, and he thanked me for, visiting with him, and shook my hand, and he was off and going. Unfortunately, I actually forgot to tip him, which you do have to do. I mean, you don't have to do, but it's a good thing to tip. I actually looked like a schmuck because I forgot. So, long story short of that, the bellboy came, grabbed my bag, guarded it while I was checking in. I kept on looking back, and he would not even let anybody near my bag. We got into our room 803. Unfortunately, the one problem that I had was when I was checking in, he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, the only room that we have available," keep in mind, he was checking me in 4 hours earlier than normal check-in, was unfortunately a room that doesn't have a window. Now, I'm only staying one night, and I really don't care because I'm an airliner, so basically I've had some creepy rooms and some crappy rooms. This is not that bad at all, other than the fact that it doesn't have a window because it's in the center, which is kind of weird, but still, it's not that big of a deal. Now, once I got in, I got on the internet with no problem. There was no charge whatsoever for it. They gave me a piece of paper saying, "Welcome to Marriott." You get 3 cups or bowls of broth, which the bowls are pretty good size. I mean, that's pretty good size. You get you get 3 cups of broth because they know that you're going into surgery tomorrow. You get the choice of a popsicle or a Jell-O, and of course you get 2 bottles of water that are right in the next room. So upon that, I didn't know the water was in there, so when I called down, I asked for 2 bottles of water. I do not know if I'm going to get charged, but you know what? If I do, I do. If I don't, c'est la vie. Because I've actually drank 3 now, using the 3rd one to make some hot tea. Now, let me back it up with water. Unless you want Montezuma's revenge, you do not drink the water in this area. Also, probably not a good idea to go get the ice cubes that are made with the same water that's in this area. So, that's a side note. So, I used the bottle of water to make the hot water so I can make some tea. I've been drinking it. I went walking around with a bottle in my pocket. It's all good. So, upon that, I got checked in. I was going to go to Walmart, but I got a call from the coordinator saying I'm on my way to come pick you up so you can do blood work. That was the one side effect that I didn't like, is they didn't tell you what time that they were expecting you, because I would have been out the door and gone to Walmart right then if he would have called. So he did. He showed up within 5 minutes. I met him downstairs. He brought me over to the hospital with no problem. I got my blood work, which they normally will get you either right here or right here, but that's my best vein right there. So every nurse loves that vein. It's like vampires to them. So she got within one shot. I mean, and I didn't even feel it. I've never, ever, ever got that from anybody in Utah. No nurses have ever. They've left bruises and they've beat it up, and yeah, amazing service so far. I went down and I had my interview with the doctor, and they talked about my blood work and everything, and then I went over to the EKG. Now this is the part that kind of got me a little bit, because I'm so used to in Utah and every other place is that they give you a gown and they say, okay, I'll be right back to check up on you. They leave, you come in, you put on your gown, they come back in, and they do whatever they're going to do. Nope, this one was, apparently she was just okay with it, and she was like, take off your shirt. Take off your shoes, take off your shirt, I'll hook up your EKG, so you got to protect girls, so you're sitting there like this, and of course I'm like, whatever, let them fly in the wind. I'm totally cool with that. So we took off my shoes. They hooked me up to EKGs. I mean, not all over the head. It was wrists and then right underneath the little girls. And, that went all great. Within 20 minutes, I was back in the car getting transported back over here. I asked him how far was the Revolution district. Apparently, there's 20 minutes away. There's in Tijuana, there's some sort of place that I can go shopping that's cheaper than, of course, California. And so he's like, no, when after your surgery and you're able to be walking around, I will take you over there for a special tour. So that was cool. We got back to the hotel. I went back on the internet, and then I decided to go to Walmart. Now, when I went down to the bus point, I said, can you point me in the direction of the Walmart? He went out on the curb of the roadway, a very busy roadway, by the way, and told me, just follow this road all the way up there until you meet the great big Walmart sign, and it's right there. So I go up this hill. Now, this hill is not like this, like people are talking about. It's a gradual hill, and it was 3 blocks away. Now, I'm so used to Utah blocks that when I walked up through these, they were very, very short blocks. So, I mean, don't get discouraged. Maybe a 5-minute walk uphill at a slight glance. Well, anyways, I'm walking, and I get to this very, very busy traffic area. Now, I will admit, if you do not watch your ass, you will be run over because they're not watching out for you. Because down here, these people are crazy. So I was able to cross both sides with no problem. I get over to this outside mall, the typical California outside mall. You go into a store, you come outside in the sunshine, and then you go into the next one. Well, I looked up and I saw the Walmart sign, but I didn't see the Walmart. And then finally I looked over a koi pond next to the GNC, and there's the Walmart entrance. It was seriously no bigger than probably a 7-Eleven. I mean, the front end of it. Inside it was huge, but the outside was not. And I was actually kind of surprised when I walked around. They had a bunch of stuff that was really good prices, but they were selling motorcycles on the inside and scooters, and I've never seen a motorcycle or a scooter be sold by Walmart, but apparently this place does. So I checked out, didn't have a problem, and I came back to the hotel, got on the internet, and then, of course, I found what was going on. So literally, from the start of San Diego to the Marriott to the hotel, from the hospital to the hotel again, I had 0 problems, other than the fact that when I checked in 4 hours early, the guy down there wanted to charge me $100 to upgrade to a room with a window. But other than that, I don't really give a shit if it has a window or not, because I'm only going to be here one night, and this basically pushes me outside, so I actually go enjoy something here. So let me give you a quick tour of my special room, and that way you know what to expect. So first of all, they actually do give you a card that say, you know, how to get on the internet. So that's all good. Hold, please, please, please. Okay. Hi. Okay. So from, of course, the beds, there's the front door, closet, bathroom is over there. So let's start off with the closet. You open it up, the light immediately turns on with the second door. You come in, sorry, forgive me. You have a safe, you have stuff like shoe shine and laundry bags and stuff like that. You do have a dressing gown. Do I give a shit about that? No, not really. Might as well go natural. They do give you little these, and you know, they don't look that bad, so it's nothing big. They do give you a full-size ironing board and an iron. They do give you a safe. You do the instructions and you fill out the own code, so nobody else knows it. So when you do check out, they do have access to it, but until then, it's only your code. Pillow, blanket, all as well. Mirror, good size. Here's the bathroom. It's really a good size. They do give you shampoo, conditioner, bar soap, hand soap, and lotion. So, I mean, that's a pretty good size. Hi, me with the laptop, or excuse me, with the iPad. They do give you a weight scale. I thought that was pretty funny. Into the bathroom, the toilet area, you got the toilet, and then of course you got the shower with a bathtub. So it's all good, right? Front door, because they have doors here. That sounded so cheesy, sorry. And into the room. Here's the little nook that I just had my chicken broth. You can have 3 chicken broths, 2 popsicles, and then the bottles of water are right there. Side note, you don't know how any of the hotels are cleaning those glasses, so I would probably use disposable ones, which they do have them over by the coffee machine. Just a hint, because they've had news reports that they're just basically squirting them out with window cleaner and wiping them down. So, you know, if you want to chance it, go for it. Now, 2 double beds. You have the phone, the clock, you know, you have the business center, you got the TV, you have this. This is supposed to be, of course, the window that I don't have. You know, it's a decent thing. You got a full bar, kind of, sort of, in here. We're talking a decent sized Scotch whiskey. You got some Gatorades, Cokes, and stuff like that. Got a little Bacardi going on. You got tequila. You know, you got the standard shit. When I got here, there was actually a little chocolate thing with a cherry on it. And then there was a chocolate bonbon waiting for me right on the table. Right when I checked in, she was just leaving to drop it off for me. I thought that was kind of cool. So, side note, use the bottled water, because in this area I would probably be more comfortable using the bottled water. So I actually, when I ordered my chicken broth the first time, I decided to order 2 more bottles of water. They're probably going to charge my room. I didn't realize I didn't have already some in the other room. And let me see if I can put you down so you're not so obnoxiously moving around. Okay, so side note, water. Probably not a good idea in this area where the Marriott is. Also, ice cubes made out of the same water that you shouldn't be drinking. So, side note, wherever my bottle of water is, which is right here, drink the bottle of water. If you want to make hot water, because they have teas over there and they have coffees, use the bottled water. I mean, this place is clean. It's normal, but you still got to be safe because from another state, you don't know how the water's being protected, or, you know, if it is being protected, you don't. And because this is so close to the border, you have to protect yourself. So, ice cubes, avoid them. Water, use the bottled water everywhere. Like I said, there's a Walmart 3 blocks away. There's a pharmacy right across the street. If you do want something, keep in mind the pharmacy is going to rape you because they're a convenience store. The Walmart's a little bit better prices, but, you know, it's just a standard thing. You just got to protect yourself. The internet is not the best. I mean, I probably couldn't sit there and watch Netflix because it would sit there and stop every 2 or 3 minutes. But for the most part, I've had no problem. I've had no issue. I've had a great experience other than being checked in. Other than that, I've had a great experience. And if this helps you with your decision of whether you're going to stay at the Marriott, or if this helps you with the decision of going to the hotel that I'm going to be using at, you know, hopefully this will make up your mind. Don't listen to the very few negative Nancys or, you know, the bad experiences and let them turn you away, because keep in mind, they're in pain because of the surgery. They're in pain because they're walking around. They're probably hormonal, some of them, and other ones you know what, they're just dealing with life. So maybe they did have a bad experience. Put that also with a grain of salt. Also use my experience with a grain of salt. And for the most part, I've had a great experience. Also, when you go to Walmart, which is really close to the border, or if you go anywhere in Tijuana, they take dollar bills, so you don't have to flip them over to the pesos. Also, 99.9% of them will actually do the conversion for you, so you don't have to be, you know, that way and go, I don't know how to do it, and let me do it on my phone. They'll do it for you, and they don't have a problem with it. In fact, their preferred monetary income is dollars, because they actually, in theory, make more money that way because our dollar is stronger than their pesos. Alright, so there's my 2 cents. I'm so sorry this is so long. I just really would like, you know, the better side of this to get out. And make up your own mind. And you guys be safe. Talk to the bay.